Hey, it's Sophukd, and I'm here with Andrew from Gypsyhawk. So are you guys all from Pasadena?
Yeah, it's where the band claims home, but I'm the only one that's actually from there. The rest of us come from a mixture of Detroit, Lincoln, and Louisiana. So, I don't know, we're the ultimate American cultural experience, really.
Yeah. So there was a blog about you, and there was this Confederate flag, and it had this big, oath on it. Is that a T-shirt of yours, or?
It's a T-shirt at a truck stop that we thought was worth
Hilarious.
capturing on camera, yeah. And, right, you're talking about the Noise Creep blog, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we just thought it was funny. We love that kind of southern shit.
Yeah, I just didn't understand. I was like, wait, is this one of their shirts? I was trying to read, and I was like, it doesn't say anything about this shirt. It's just there.
Right.
So I was confused.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. So where'd you guys get your name from? It's kind of crazy.
Eric made it up one day when he was super stoned, right before we started the band, and it stuck. I liked it, and we had to fire our first drummer because he didn't like it. He refused. He's like, I think gypsies are dumb. And we were like, all right, well, you're dumb. Get out of here. And, yeah, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just two words that sound really good together. And it's people seem to like it. We got a lot of good reactions when we were telling people, like, oh, what about calling the band Gypsyhawk? Like, that name is so cool. Do you mind if we buy it off you? We're like, no. We're going to take it. So, yeah.
All right. So you guys are into a lot of recreational narcotics.
Yeah.
So what happens if you run out on tour? Do you ever do that? You have to go looking around for someone?
Yeah, the only time it's really a bummer is when it's when one of those caveman states like Oklahoma or Utah that has really strict liquor laws that don't make any fucking sense. I don't know why they all can't just be like California at 2 a.m. every night or wherever you want it. But you have to go to particular stores, and they're done like by 7 on Mondays or not at all on Sundays. Because alcohol will always be there for you and take care of whatever void the lack of other drugs makes. People always want to give us pot. People always want to give us other shit. So that's not really sometimes those are easier to procure than alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
But no, running out, it doesn't really come up that much.
That's good. So on your Facebook page, there's this picture of a bunch of magic cards and all that.
Yeah.
Are you guys into that kind of stuff?
Hell yeah. We are into that. It's a great way to kill time on the road, and the guys at Wizards of the Coast that make magic, they got wind of our enthusiasm for it, so they sent us a big giant box load of stuff.
It was like Christmas Day.
It was kind of like Christmas came early this year for sure. We actually don't have our hands on it yet. That photo was taken by someone else, but when we're in LA on Wednesday, we're gonna get it.
They're just gonna ship it to you.
They already shipped it to Metal Blade, and so they're going to give it to us at the show, at the El Rey that we're playing. And the guys from Wizards of the Coast came out to our show in Seattle, and we had to sit down with them, and we're looking forward to doing some work together.
Okay.
Whatever that is, I don't know yet. You might see a Gypsyhawk card. You might see 4 individual cards representing each of us. Who knows? But, yeah, magic's the shit.
All right. So, wait, how do you play Magic exactly? I heard it was kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, but I'm not sure at all because I've never really experienced it.
Yeah, neither am I because I don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh is.
Oh,
but,
like Pokemon kind of?
Oh, I think it might be like that. I've never played Pokemon. That's not exactly my steez, but it's kind of like a mix of chess, poker, and dominoes.
So it's all
Dungeons
mind
and Dragons. Game? Yeah, you have your deck, and you know what cards are in the deck, but you don't know what cards you're going to get. You might have a bad shuffle. You might have a rad shuffle. And you don't know if the guy you're playing against has some sort of cheater asshole deck like some guys in our band he just can't fucking play with. It's not fun. But basically, you are trying to build up an army versus their army, and you use spells and creatures and counter spells and stuff like that to whittle them down to 0 points, and it's pretty fun. It can get intense.
Who's the best out of the band?
Me, obviously.
Always?
Yeah, unless I'm playing Eric Harris because he's the guy with that cheater deck. He's got cards from like 1990 from before, like, because the rules are always kind of changing. So he, like back when it first started, there were cards that were just ridiculous. That were like you would play it for 1 mana point, and it's like you win the game. It's like, dude, I can't play against that. That's stupid.
So, do you trade cards, or is it like you keep your own cards and you play those against other people's cards?
We do trade sometimes because you want to make a particular deck you're looking forward to, and there's like, you know, the other guy has got a certain card or two that'll totally make your deck complete or the shit, and you got something that they want. So you'll do a little bit of trading, but no, it's mostly just a work in progress, and you keep trying to make your deck the most dominant force in the van.
All right. So you guys have a new album that just came out.
It's true.
How does that reflect you guys as a band, like each member, music-wise?
Well, there's a lot of guitar solos on it, and Ron and I each have our own styles, so you can see most of our individuality there. Ian has pretty much free reign on how he writes his drums, and so you can see that. And then Eric has his own vocal style and bass style. Our songs are, for the most part, a collaborative project. Someone might come in with like a blueprint, and then the rest of us put all the actual mortar and piping in there or whatever. But basically, like, the album title Revelry and Resilience is just sort of a statement about where we are now, as opposed to like Patience and Perseverance, our first record, which had to do with the fact that we knew if we just kept working and being serious about it, we were gonna make a record, and we did that. Now we've had a record, we've been touring, and it's all about just partying hard and pulling it together and doing it again the next day, and making sure people understand that we're gonna keep working, and we're gonna keep putting out good shit, and they can look forward to everything we do in the future.
Yeah. So how is it touring with all the bands that you're touring with now? Because you guys like to party hard. Is there anybody who like kind of keeps to themselves? Is
Not in our band.
No. Other bands?
No. I mean, everyone on the Sword are super good dudes. They all like to do their thing, which is fun. We like hanging out with them a lot. They're all super nice guys that want to make sure we're having a good time too. They're kind of like acting like the host of the party, but it's their party. And the American Sharks guys, well, let me step back a bit. The first leg of the tour was with this band called Eagle Claw, and we became really good friends with them really fast. And we were bummed and halfway pissed that they were going to be leaving the tour, and we were going to have to. There's slack was going to be taken up by some guys we didn't even know, who they like kept trying to reassure us we're cool dudes. We were like, whatever, we're just looking to haze the fuck out of them because they're not going to be as cool as you. Turns out the guys at American Sharks are all really rad, and we really like their band. So it's one giant caravan of excitement, and we all get along, and it's been a blast. I'm really stoked that everyone's getting together this well.
Did anybody bring TVs or anything on the
Eagle Claw had a TV in their van, and they had a Nintendo hooked up to it, I think.
The 64?
Yes, it was the 64.
My God, best version ever.
I know. Totally the best.
Yes. Did they have any classic games?
They had GoldenEye.
They have Street Fighter?
Yeah, everyone's
Donkey
got Street Fighter. Was there a Donkey Kong? Oh, yeah, Donkey Kong Country.
That was my favorite.
In fact, that's what they were playing when I first walked into their van for the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. And so do you have anything to add? Any new places you're going to go on tour? Anything you're looking forward to do with your band?
Yeah, I've never been in Dallas before. We're going to play Dallas, so that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to ending out the whole tour in Austin, which is the Swords and American Sharks home base. That's going to be fucking cool. I'm stoked to play at the El Rey in L.A. because I've never played anywhere in my hometown that large and with such a good sound system. Well, we played the House of Blues a few weeks ago. That was really cool, but I always wanted to play the El Rey too. And then once we're home, we're going to be just working on the new album. Hopefully we'll have it, if we don't have too much touring to do, we'll have it written within the next 6 months or so and hopefully recorded by the end of the year. So I'm really stoked to come out with some new stuff or be touring again. And, it's kind of a shame that this first big tour we've done has been with the Sword because it's been so great. And it's hard to imagine another headlining act that we can support that'll be as good of a fit. But, we'll grin and bear it if it sucks. But I'm sure we can look forward to lots of cool shit ahead. So, yeah, stoked about 2013.
All right. So I think they're going to get started without you. So, bye.
Check you later.